I'd like to call to order the caucus meeting of January 7th, 2019. Call first.
Read it.
Something. Yeah. Which I just had it.
You want it?
Yeah, I have it somewhere. Right here. I got it. The notice requirements provided in the Open Publics Meeting Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given in the new schedule of meetings of the Spotswood Borough Council on December 20th, 2018. The new schedule was transmitted to the Home News Tribune and the Sentinel. It was filed with the clerk of the Borough of Spotswood and posted in the municipal building located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey.
And we go over the resolutions.
Resolutions now? Resolutions 2019-1, 2018 temporary budget. 2019 temporary budget. 2019-2, appointment of council president. 2019-3, tax collector empowered to allow 33-day grace period from billing date on all utility bills and authorized to charge 8% per annum interest up to $1,500 and 18% annual over $1,500 on all delinquent utility bills. 2019-4, Borough Council authorizes the treasurer to make such investments of public funds of the Borough of Spotswood on hand and not needed temporarily in any insured association or federal association, in such principal office or branch office up to the amount for which such accounts are insured. 2019-5, Borough Council to fix a penalty to be charged to a taxpayer with a delinquency in excess of $10,000 of all taxes, water, sewer, and municipal charges who fails to pay the delinquency prior to the end of the calendar year. The penalty so fixed shall not exceed 6% of the amount of the delinquency. 2019-6, tax collector is empowered to allow 10-day grace period for payment of municipal taxes and assessments without imposition of any interest charges. In the event that taxes and assessments are not paid on due dates or within the grace period and become delinquent, the collector is authorized to charge 8% per annum interest up to $1,500 and 18% per annum over $1,500. 2019-7, Councilman Jose Rivera is hereby appointed a member of the Housing and Community Development Committee for the year of 2019. 2019-8, Mayor Seeley is hereby authorized to sign any and all permits and applications with the State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. 2019-9, Borough Council ratify the appointment of Bob Smith and Associates, LLC, as a municipal prosecutor firm for the Borough of Spotswood, as appointed by Mayor Seeley, effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019, with an annual compensation of $13,500. 2019-10, Borough Council ratify the appointment of the firm Roselli and Roselli as municipal public defenders for the Borough of Spotswood as appointed by Mayor Seeley, effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019, with an annual compensation of $4,800. 2019-11, Borough Council gives advice and consent to enable Dave Samuel to serve as Borough Engineer at the terms of compensation set forth in a contract that the mayor be authorized to execute said contract with Dave Samuel of CME. 2019-12, Mayor and Borough Council ratify the appointment of Patrick Dignan Jr. as the Borough Attorney and authorize the appropriate officials to execute a contract with Mr. Dignan. 2018-13, Public Works to purchase a 2019 Ford F-350 extended cab and chassis from Winter Ford under State of New Jersey Contract A88758 T2101 in the amount of $47,729. 2019-14, Borough Council authorize an award of a fair and open contract with Gerald Stankiewicz, CPA, RMA of Samuel Klein and Company for the purpose of municipal auditing services, and the appropriate officials execute a contract with Gerald Stankiewicz for a period of 1 year commencing January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. 2019-15, Borough Council gives advice and consent as to enable J.C. Worley Jr. to serve as Deputy Emergency Management Coordinators as appointed by Mayor Sealy for a 1-year period commencing January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. 2019-16, Borough Council authorizes the Chief Financial Officer to pay certain vouchers when required. 2019-17, Borough Council authorizes the tax collector to set and hold an annual tax sale. 2019-18, Mayor and Council authorizes the reappointment of Dominic S. Sinelli of Brown & Brown Metro Incorporated for his service of risk management for the year of 2019. 2019-19, Dawn McDonald be designated as the Borough of Spotswood's Public Agency Compliance Officer for the year of 2019. 2019-20, Borough Council designates the Home News Tribune, a daily publication circulated in the municipality, and the Sentinel, a weekly publication, be designated as the official newspapers of the Borough of Spotswood for the year of 2019. 2019-21, Council may participate in a council meeting and cast votes for or against an ordinance or resolution on a council agenda by telephonic conference call in order to complete required actions for the year of 2019. 2019-22 has been pulled. 2019-23, appoint commissioner and alternate commissioner to the Middlesex County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund to represent the best interest of the Borough of Spotswood for 2019. 2019-24, OEM established and oversees Community Emergency Response Team, CERT, to enhance emergency response resources in the wake of recent unprecedented natural disasters in the state of New Jersey, and the likelihood that such events will increasingly occur. 2019-25, Borough of Spotswood has a need to acquire the service of an attorney for services rendered in connection with the insurance bond. A proposal of bond counsel was received from Gluck Walworth, LLP, and advice and consent of the Borough Council is hereby given to authorize the appropriate officials to execute the appropriate contract. 2019-26, Dave P. Lonsky, Esquire, of the firm of Shammy Shippers and Lonsky, is hereby authorized to represent the borough as special counsel in 2019 in regards to residential and commercial tax appeals for the sum not to exceed $5,000. 2019-27, Councilman Larry Kramer is hereby appointed the liaison of council as Class 3 member of the Planning and Zoning Board of Adjustments for the year of 2019. 2019-28, conflict attorney, firm of Hendricks and Hendricks, to defend any case before the Borough of Spotswood Municipal Court which may be a conflict of interest for the appointed borough's public defender. Any scheduled court dates for a fee not to exceed $500. 2019-29, the tax collector is fulfilling the duties and requirements of his office by authorized for the year of 2019 to file with the appropriate venue such appeals, corrections, stipulations of settlements, or other documents as the assessor deems fair, reasonable, or necessary to fulfill the duties and requirements of his office. 2019-30, Resolution 2019-30 is an amendment to Resolution 2018-174, separation agreement with John Paul Mayer, former DPW Director. 2019-31, payment of bills.
The bills.
That's a lot. I made a mistake. I didn't call the attendance, so let's do that now. And then after that, we have the engineer's report, so.
As long as you don't make me read them again.
No. Councilman Ritchie.
Here.
Councilman Rivera.
Here.
Councilman Malello.
Here.
Councilman Kramer.
Here.
Council President Spacuzzo.
Here?
Mayor Sealy.
Here.
And now we can have the engineer's report.
Very quickly, Mady Avenue, we're just working on that closeout. The NJEIT iBank, we submitted revised documents to them. We heard back from them. They have some more minor things they wanted us to address, but after that, we're hoping we'll get the authorization to go to bid. Brunswick Avenue, Karen Street, we're working on the survey work and the project design. DOT funding, we're still waiting to hear the announcements of grants for the Adirondack Avenue project. And nothing new on the DeVoe Lake dredging matter at this time. Thank you.
You can ask if anybody has
Yeah.
any questions for the engineer.
Any questions for the engineer, the council, or mayor? No?
Any discussion from anyone up on the dais?
Save it for the regular meeting.
Okay.
I'll-
We open the meeting to the public.
Yeah, take a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Make a motion to open.
Second, yeah.
Okay. Announce that it's just on
Yeah.
the resolutions.
So this portion of the open to the public is just on the resolutions that we had just read. If there's any new business, we can cover that in a regular meeting.
Hi,
Hello.
Dulcie Franco Rivera, Harvard Avenue. I have a question about the RFPs. I saw that the RFPs were posted for Mr. Diamond's position, Bruce's position, and a couple of others. How are those awarded? Do those go to the lowest bidder?
That's right.
Maybe, Dawn, would you like to explain that?
We award contracts for professional services in a fair and open manner. It's the mayor's selection. It's
So
not the lowest.
it's not the lowest bidder?
No.
Did we receive any other bids for these positions? No offense, guys, but you've been here, I think, longer than me. So I was just curious.
Correct me if I'm wrong, the only two I know that we received other bids for was for the borough engineer and the bond counsel. I don't believe there was any other ones that were submitted.
And do you know the difference in the cost for either of those positions to what we're going to pay now?
No, I do not have that in front of me right now.
So if you get like 3 bids in for a position, any position, and you have the 3 costs, what are the deciding factors on who gets the contract?
Deciding factors would be based on their, well, how much they know about our town, how much success they've had doing the work that they do, and what licenses they currently hold that benefit us.
And are the bids that came in open to the public? Can we see them? Sure. If we come to the, okay. And question, the one for Mr. Diamond, no offense, sir. I saw $20,000 for attendance at the meetings. Is just $20,000 just to come to the meetings? And then $110 every time you call him? Is that the way it works?
Correct.
Okay. And what do we use him for as opposed to what we're using the labor attorney for?
Well, the labor attorney handles employment and labor matters. The borough attorney handles general matters of the borough.
Everything else?
Yes.
Okay. And the labor attorney, is that just for when you're in contract negotiation or just all the time?
All the time.
All the time.
Grievances, employment disputes, you name it.
Okay. And there was a lot of stuff here. So how much are we paying CME? I didn't see it, I'm sorry. There was a lot of stuff here.
I have my paperwork.
It's not in the minutes. So do you know how much the contract is for CME?
I believe it was a $3,000 retainer. Let me see if I can,
There should be a not to exceed
Yeah.
on the bottom. which
what
is an
number was it? Do you
estimate.
know which number it was?
It was, I don't think it was on there.
11? 11. Doesn't have a number. I think there was something in the,
The bottom of the resolution has a not to exceed amount of $18,000, which is an estimate out of the regular operating budget. All capital projects are authorized separately by professional services resolution, and they have separate dollar amounts associated with them.
Okay, thank you.
Cheryl Bass, 289 Main Street. Another question about the labor negotiations. Does that include the school board? Because they have the union behind them. That would be separate. That would be
We have
separate.
no say in what they do.
Okay, so that's something separate. Okay, on Resolution 2019-25, this is with the issuance of bonds. Because the Federal Reserve had raised the interest rate, the stock market reacted by going down, with the interest rate going up. Will we be having less issuance of bonds this coming year? Or refinancing, will the amount of debt that we have be going down, or will the need for it be going up, that we will be going to the market again? Anything on maturities and reissuance of debt coming up with the higher interest rate?
Take that.
Sure.
Our CFO goes out for bond anticipation notes every year to get the best possible interest rate for the borough. We just did that in December, and I believe we're somewhere around 2%.
Oh, okay. In closing, just let me say, I sent an email to the Chairman Powell of the Federal Reserve, and my suggestion to him was, do not raise the interest rates. So I let him know my opinion.
Anyone else have any comments?
Make a motion to close the public portion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And then we can adjourn. Make motion to
Motion to
adjourn.
adjourn?
I'll second it. Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just let it run, Kurt.
Marge?
Yeah, so I was looking.
Have the keys?
Back up to the top.
Okay.
What to salute the flag first? Okay.
Order so we can find open the meeting again first.
Okay.
I'm the new guy.
Right.
Didn't put the minutes on my sheet.
Before you start.
Are you ready with the sheet?
What are you doing? No.
Wrong side, Charlie.
That'll get me a couple more times, don't worry.
Yeah, I did it too.
All right. You ready? Okay. This time I'd like to call a regular meeting for January 7th, 2019 to order. Let's salute the flag. Oh, I'll do it later.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing. Okay.
I'll take the attendance.
Oh, I gotta read the, I forgot to read this first. No. Ted kicked me and reminded me.
I missed it a bunch of times too.
The notice requirements provided in the Open Publics Meeting Act have been satisfied. Notice of the meeting was properly given in the new schedule of meetings of the Spotswood Borough Council on December 20th, 2018. The new schedule was transmitted to the Home News Tribune and Sentinel It was filed with the clerk of the Borough of Spotswood and posted in the municipal building located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey.
Okay. Councilman Ritchie?
Here.
Councilman Rivera?
Here.
Councilman Malillo?
Here.
Councilman Kramer?
Here.
Council President Spacuzzo?
Here?
Mayor Sealy?
Here.
We have minutes on this agenda, the caucus minutes for December 17th, 2018.
Make a motion, we move.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for 12/17/18.
Second.
And also, you can might as well approve the 12/17/18,
Wait a minute,
the regular meeting.
wait a minute.
Okay, I don't want to, all right. Okay,
Councilman
so,
Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Kramer?
Yes.
Council President Spacuzzo?
Abstain?
Yes, you and both,
Oh,
Larry.
okay.
We weren't here.
right.
That's right. we were.
Okay, we have another set of minutes, the regular minutes for December 17th, 2018.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting, 12/17.
Anybody can second? Okay. Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Kramer?
I abstain.
Council President Spacuzzo?
Abstain?
Okay. We have the consent agenda. Copies of the resolutions of the consent agenda are available on the table. Anyone desiring copies may contact the clerk after the meeting. Council President, council members, I will take a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda. Resolutions 2019-1 through 2019-21 and 2019-23 through 2019-31.
Make a motion, we move the resolutions under the consent agenda.
Second?
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Kramer?
Yes.
Council President Spacuzzo?
Yes?
Now it's time for comments.
John? Any comments?
Nan,
Okay.
he did an end. First thing is, here, nothing. Everybody went to sleep.
All right.
Everybody got, no, nothing.
Larry, any comments?
Not right at this time.
Okay. Ted?
Again, I want to congratulate John Mayer for his retirement. 43 years, was it? 44 years?
44 and change.
44 and change. Hell of a run for a guy here in town. I know we did this last month, but there's a lot of people here that weren't here last month. So again, my congratulations to him. And I understand the police department's accreditation is coming to a close shortly, and they'll be accredited soon, so I congratulate them.
Jose?
Again, I'd just like to thank the fire department for their center around town. Also, police department for their Grinch. Also, I would like to bring up that next time we do RFPs or in bids out there, we should put it out there for the public to see out there while the council. There is a lot of questions I had about certain things, but again, that's appointing by the mayor. But, you know, I would like to see it out there so that the public can see it.
Yeah, I do have something to say. I was lucky enough to be able to go with the police department on that, the Grinch run, and I thought that was fantastic. A lot of people came out, a lot of kids. It was really, I think what they did was really fantastic job.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay, Spotswood Rec needs volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering for the rec department, they're looking for help. So you can contact them at 732-251-0700, extension 834, or at spotswoodrec@yahoo.com. It's a good program, and you never have enough volunteers. On another note, a lovely project that's going up on Old Stage Road in East Brunswick. After a battle of trying to get them to knock it down from 4-floor buildings down to 3-floor buildings, well, we won that battle, but we lost a little bit of a curveball. It was going to be 3 buildings, they decided now to make it 5, which will increase the apartment total up to 120. There is another planning board meeting on January 23rd, 2019 at 8 p.m. at the Hammersholt Middle School Performing Arts Center, 200 Ruse Lane, East Brunswick. I'll be there to find out what's going on, but obviously they found a curve to where they can get around one. Am I right? Planning, don't have to go to planning no more, just zoning, not zoning but planning? Am I right, Tom?
They're out of zoning because they don't need a use variance. They're back to the planning board. It still always was 120 units.
Right.
Just the number of buildings.
Just shorter buildings. Okay. And the last thing is, for all of us that recycle, no bags that are used for recycling whatsoever. The recycling company will not pick up if your recyclables are in plastic bags. That means ShopRite bags, Walmart bags. They don't want plastic bags no more. A lot of towns and municipalities have put in ordinances in effect to ban plastic bags. Probably something they should have done 20 years ago. And all cardboard is to be flattened for the recycling company. Will not pick it up either. This comes from our Department of Public Works. It's an advisement since that is a county contract. We don't handle that really, but just saying if you put your stuff out there in plastic now, it might be rejected. So you don't want to hold on to it any longer than you have to. Other than that, I'm good.
I actually have something. Tomorrow, January 8th, from 3 to 6, there'll be a representative from Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman's office at the library on Main Street in Spotswood here. And also, I just want to take a moment to thank the fire department, police department, and residents that came out to the occasion tonight. Appreciate you all showing up. I'll take a motion to open to the public.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
This portion of the open public session is for any new business that needs to be discussed.
Tom Barlow, 57 Sloan Road, Spotswood. First of all, congratulations to the new victims. I mean, Councilman. Congratulations to Ted for re-election. Process doesn't work if people like yourselves don't step up and do it, so congratulations. Just to follow up with something the mayor said, besides changing the plans to go from the zoning board, which was a higher standard, to the planning board, a lower standard, they do not need any use variances. In the interim, East Brunswick attempted to change the zoning to remove that from that property from the affordable housing requirements. As a result, the builder sued East Brunswick. The judge got very mad since East Brunswick had said this should be affordable housing, and now they changed their mind without going back to the judge. So essentially, the judge entered an order that completely streamlines the process. If you were at the last meeting, they were taking it one witness at a time, and then the 600 people in the audience could question that one witness. The meeting was going to take months, if not longer. They effectively argued to the judge, this isn't fair because you told us we could build affordable housing here. So they've streamlined the process. They get to put on their whole application all their experts. Nobody gets to ask any questions. When their entire presentation is over, you then get to ask questions, and everybody's limited to 5 minutes total. No repetitive questioning. The special master will be there to oversee everything. Really, it's now a chipping away at the edges more than trying to attempt to stop it in any way. So the court is actively engaged in it. So the more people that show up obviously has an effect, but it's going to be it's going to get built there. The question is perhaps getting some of the either the CVS or the bank out. But the 120 units, I don't see is there any way to really stop that. But the process will be streamlined. If people are going to go, just understand that you're not going to be able to get up and ask any of the 3, 4, or 5 witnesses or experts that they plan on calling. So, but again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
only have like 3 years and 11 and a half months left.
Cheryl Bass, along the line of this new project that is going up, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but I am aware, I'm not familiar, but I'm aware of the writ of quo warranto. Where do they get their authority from that they can come in and do with our property? We are the taxpayers on this property in this area. We are the taxpayers. And they come in and they say they're authorized and they're in charge and they're going to do whatever they want. And we are the ones who have to live here after they take their money and they leave this area. We are the taxpayers. This property is ours. It belongs to us. We are the people who own the property. We pay the taxes on this property. And so my question is, quo warranto, what authorization do they have that they can give us this order that we have to live with?
Ed Smith, 395 Old Stage Road, Spotswood. Just like others have said before, I want to congratulate the newly elected. Best of luck to the entire, everyone up there on the dais. And it's nice to see former Mayor Barlow here and former Mayor Scapuzzo here. Okay. And my question is really directed towards the borough engineer, because I didn't know if that was supposed to be in the caucus session or not. Okay, because they said any discussion on resolutions. So, Bruce, as you're aware from the meeting we had that was here a month or so ago about the Brunswick Avenue project and the concerns about the widths and in different areas and so on, has there been any resolution on that?
Yes. Decision by council is to make the road the 24 feet in width and to have a sidewalk on what I'll refer to as the north side. If you're coming up Snow Hill and you turned right to go up New Brunswick, the side that would be on your right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else from the public have any statements? Take a motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We do have a closed session, a small closed session. I'll read the resolution. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231 PL 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, now therefore be it resolved by the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey as follows. 1, the public shall be excluded from discussion of any action upon the hereinafter specified subject matters. 2, the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows. Potential litigation. It is anticipated at the time that the above stated subject matter shall be made public when confidentiality is no longer required. This resolution shall take effect immediately. I need a motion to accept the resolution.
Make a motion to accept the resolution.
Second?
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yeah.
Councilman Kramer?
Yes.
Council President Spacuzzo.
Yes?
No action will be taken after this closed session.
Okay. Make a motion to adjourn?
No, we can't
No?
adjourn. We have to
Okay.
have a closed session.
Okay.
We have to make everyone leave.
All right.